Hello Kickstarter fans. Some of you have asked for a video showing how easy it is to balance the circle thing. I'm going to switch from a Samsung mini camcorder to an iPhone in just a few minutes. Now let me just remind you, this is the prototype. The final production version will be much easier to set up than what you're going to see here. So this is the Samsung, and as you can see it's mounted, and of course it's set up to balance when it's open in the shooting position. And here you can see that it balances quite nicely and it holds its position even as I move it around quite a bit. Now what I'm going to do is remove the Samsung and I'm going to put the iPhone on there. And to do that I've got to make a couple of modifications here. The iPhone of course doesn't have a 1/4-20 standard tripod mount, so I use the iStabilizer clamp-on adapter. It's got a spring-loaded clamp that holds the phone very securely, even upside down, and then it's got a 1/4-20 adapter there that will go onto any standard tripod. So the phone just slips in there. Again, it's very secure once it's in, and it doesn't obstruct the screen in any way or the camera, yet it holds the phone quite well, even though this phone, as you can see, has a cover on it, so it's not a standard size iPhone. So next I'm going to take the Samsung camera off. Now one thing you notice with the Samsung is that it doesn't mount horizontal. It's kind of a unique lens setup at a 20-degree down angle to point straight out. So we're going to have to move the camera holder, rotate it so that it's horizontal. Now on the prototype I do that by removing a screw and rotating it that way. On the final production version this is going to be much easier. There's going to be a thumb wheel arrangement. There you can see the 1/4-20 adapter on the Samsung. But what I've got to do is rotate that camera platform so that it's horizontal. And again, this is strictly on the prototype. I have a couple of screws. I remove one of them and rotate that to horizontal, put the screw back in. For the production version, there will be the ability to do this very quickly with a friction screw, so that you can make fine adjustments to the up-down tilt of your camera on the fly. So now we have the camera mount horizontal, the way it works with the iPhone, and we'll go ahead and attach the phone now to the 1/4-20 screw. Again, standard tripod mount using the iStabilizer iPhone adapter. And that iStabilizer will work with any brand of smartphone, not just the iPhone. And again, it accommodates any, covers, bumpers, whatever you have on your existing phone. So now we have the iPhone mounted to the circle thing, and it's nominally centered, but as you can see it doesn't balance at all. Hold it from the other side so you can get a clearer view. So what we're going to do now is adjust the up, down, left, right, and forward, backward stages. As you can see, I've got a couple of marks there. That may seem like cheating, but in actuality, by the production version is going to have a little scale molded right into these stages, so that you can remember the settings for your main cameras and quickly get it close to where you need it to be by moving from one position on the scale to another one that you've either memorized, or you can mark them, write them down, or what have you. So in this case I've just marked them real quick. I can do the gross adjustment of the 3 axes, and what I'm trying to do is use the camera itself, line that up with the pivot and the counterweight, and bring the whole thing into balance. And I've got to move this pretty far. The screws, the adjustment screws are very fine, so that they give you a great deal of control. Again, in the production version, the knobs are nice and large and easy to turn and get the adjustments here. So we'll do a test. You can see we're close, but it's a little bit heavy towards the back. So again, make a little bit of adjustment in the front to back stage and see how that works. Each axis is independently adjustable, so we can do up, down, left, right, and side to side independent of the other axes. Close. We'll try one more time. And there you see we have it balanced in the front to back. We'll check side to side. And actually looks pretty good that way. And as you can see, now we've balanced the circle thing with a completely different camera. And we're ready to go ahead and shoot some video. So looking at the timeline, it looks like it's taken just a few minutes to go from the Samsung mini camcorder to an iPhone with adapter using Circle Thing. And again, this is a prototype, so it's a little more clunky than it will be in the final production model. Thanks for watching, and tell your friends about Kickstarter and tell them about the Circle Thing.